Welcome back to opening day of competition. You're still in round one of the Quiksilver Pro. Last year's Rookie of the Year from Avoca Beach, Wade Carmichael, already getting a start as we come off the break. Carmichael kicks out there in the red jersey. We'll also see Michael Rodrigues, who is a big part of Wade's rookie class, who came out blazing to make finals day last season at the Quiksilver Pro, and a great comeback story for Ricardo Christie from New Zealand. Love it. Hanging out with KK Potts. Yeah. Rodrigues just turned into 6.0.
Yeah, solid way to start here for Michael Rodrigues. A beautiful opening maneuver. I love that bottom turn. Nice, deep, low bottom turn, which really sets everything up and finishes strong. So Rodrigues last year, Joe, started here really well. Made the quarterfinals. It kind of kicked his year off. And this is the kind of surfing that got him all the way. Can he keep it up? Tricky conditions. He looks smooth. He looks fast. A nice, clean board, by the way. Which is unusual, but Rodrigues finishing strong as well. That's what you got to do. Kicks the fins out. Beautiful technique there from Michael Rodrigues. And that's going to build a lot of confidence opening ride for him.
At the time when you were balancing fighting for world titles, when you're on tour on the championship tour level, we'll get back to that in a moment with Keala, as Carmichael setting up this little roundhouse cutback. Not a whole lot of energy on that wave. But we're thinking, were you really entertaining this idea of putting yourself in really heavy water wave?
Yeah, when I saw her and Steph Gilmore coming, I made my exit pretty quick.
Kind of like me with Kelly Slater. The writing was on the wall.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall. I was like,
We're loving our time with the big wave champ, Keala Kennelly, watching two riders in action. Like KK was saying, it's a little bit of a lucky dip to hopefully get a reform with a big wall section to work with.
You know, you got to dig deep. You got to put some big scores on the board, and you got to keep your head down.
Watching rider in motion, Ricardo Christie. A little frontside wrap, getting his year started on his opening ride.
Didn't get a lot of wall to work with, huh?
That was one of those waves you were hoping it was going to double up. It was telling me about your injury to your face, and then I didn't have to imagine it anymore, because then you posted it.
Oh, action.
You watch it action out the water with Ricardo Christie. Couple of backside turns on that one as he's getting warmed up. A little chop off just to have some fun. Needing a 3.51 for the lead. He just bumped Carmichael down to third, Potts.
If you want to do well on the World Tour.
Also checking out the left from Ricardo Christie. KK, what'd you like about this one?
I love those rainbow rails.
Yeah.
And I love those nice backhand hacks.
Yeah.
You know, he went for it.
Kind of thing, what happens out here at Durango, one little wave can change everything. So you got to keep plucking away, that's for sure.
A little wrapping cutback for last year's Rookie of the Year. Keeping that high line, real full on the face. We'll find some speed on that rail through the foam and get out of there. Jason Rod from JR Surfboards making Carmichael's equipment. And they said the one thing they worked on was, well, Wade said this year he just wanted more volume in his boards. So they made 5 test boards.
He was having heats up into that 17-plus point range, but was still losing.
And sometimes I think like maybe he was on the lucky side of scoring waves, because when his opponents get 18 plus as well, you know, they went on a Dream Tour location and got it as good as it gets. Carmichael finding the finish on the end of that section.
All about the flow. Split peak on that occasion. Michael Rodrigues on his backhand mixing it up. This is what we like about Durango. You know, you're over there at Snapper, it's all about the right-handers. Here, these guys get to showcase both left and right.
Paige Alms has won it twice, and now I have. So it's all very new. I would love to see more events. Action.
Which is great. Watching this one is with KK and Potts. We've got Ricardo Christie loving these lefts to frame that first turn up perfectly, showcasing that power and patience as well. Even with full sections on the wave, he's finding some really good scoring potential with that big vertical hack. So right now, Ricardo still second. It's this camaraderie to push the sport through the roof. And I know you've got a really special group on tour that you're getting to surf with. Rodrigues up and out.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of akin to going into battle. It's kind of like going into war, and you know, these are your brothers, sisters, soldiers in battle. There's definitely some deep spots you got to work through and find the double up sections, find the sections that stand up. It's challenging.
Wrapping cutback for Michael Rodrigues.
Speaking of going off speed, KK, There's no problem with speed at Jaws, is it?
Stuck, and then
Then you go over the handlebars.
you go over the handlebars, and there's no way around that because the forward momentum is just so much that
Oh my gosh.
yeah, there's just no stopping it.
Unbelievable. Still watching Rodrigues in transition. And now finding a couple of last turns in that wave. So just rifling off a couple of maneuvers to protect that second spot.
Gonna just bandage my knee up, K-tape and whatever I had to get through it, but I was in a bad way.
Unbelievable. Loving this insight from KK as we see Ricardo, Christie up and out. Rodrigues on his wave previous. Oh, what a beautiful insight from Seabass. Just holding his composure with a lot in his brain and in his heart, as we'll follow that story with some ripping going down from Michael Rodrigues.
Oh.
Fin throw in transition. He'll let go of that. It looks like he just needed about 15 minutes to really click into gear pots. He's looking really solid. Even with the fall, he's just got that good energy behind him now.
That board under his feet looks great. Surprisingly, there is no sticker on it, so that space is for rent right now.
We love it. How'd you like the variety of turns, Kala?
I just love his speed too. He really, like, when he throws a turn, it's fast and he whips it, you know, real quick and goes right into another one.
Ruthless as a competitor, but when you're calling heat, so you want to give credit to some of these close calls. So let's take another look here.
Yeah, nice opening maneuver from Wade. The thing about Wade is he's a wave magnet. He's always on the good ones, so he's going to be difficult to beat, and just comes down to picking the right maneuvers on the wave and finishing strong, which he almost did on this occasion, just letting go a little bit, losing a little bit of concentration towards the end of that wave there from Wade, but did everything right. I reckon if he had a written out of that, probably would have got the score, but we're not going to give it to him.
Come to this event prepared to surf snapper, and then all of a sudden you're surfing D-bot. It's a whole nother ball game, you know?
Like we're seeing now. Michael Rodrigues up on maybe his last big tail high reverse, and he'll get it, Putz.
Well, already in that #1 spot, so Rodrigues looking to improve on a 6.0. Wade Carmichael was in the hot seat, so still waiting for that score for him to drop in. And this heat looks like it's come into a close.
Running out of time. Carmichael already trying to shake that one off.
That last one? Yeah. It didn't show up yet. Not yet.
Carmichael asking for his last score.
What was I in third?
Judges putting it in. Numbers in for Carmichael.
They gave it to him.
And looks like they're counting that finishing move as complete. 7.07 on the buzzer. Carmichael goes to second. Ricardo, Christie down to third on the decision. Thanks so much, Kala, for coming in and joining us, and we'll be catching up with you very soon.
Yeah, I love being here. Thanks, guys. Always great to see you guys.
More action to come at the Quiksilver Pro right after this.